Hello everyone, I am Lord Jamek, the Blade. I have been staying up for an extremely long time and haven't went to bed yet, so forgive me for what I'm saying. Uh, I came over here wanting to talk about just what the hell is wrong with me. As you may know, I have a very evil nature. You will see that a lot based off of how you see me, of how I'm dressed, and based off of a lot of my drawings as well. Um, I'm not making that up for my character though. I actually share that type of part of me that I express a lot. And what I'm trying to mean here is ever since I was a child, I was always into villainous characters. I was always into the the bad guys in the movie. I was always into the bad guy in the video game. I always liked him more than the hero. Always liked playing as them. Always liked seeing the bad ending of everything because I enjoy the evil and the evil turnouts of those stories a lot more than the good ending stories. I, for example, I play Star Wars. I always, since I was a kid, played as the Confederacy or as the Empire because they were the bad guys. I like the Emperor. In fact, I like the Emperor more than Darth Vader, but that's another story. I am a fan of a other Star Wars game called Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and my favorite character in there is Kreia. In fact, Kreia and I share a very similar um, personality. Uh, I will. I will also say that I am not a big fan of Call of Duty. I'm more of a fan of Halo. Gotta represent my Halo. But I will say that in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which is a great game, my favorite level in that game was the level where I had to massacre innocent people with an automatic machine gun. uh, Ignore that, but yeah, I enjoyed what's the mission called? No Russian. Yeah, that's my favorite level on Call of Duty. Fucked up, ain't it? But I like it. I don't. Believe me, I'm an evil person, but I'm not evil enough to do it. No matter what anyone says, I will say it right now. If I were to end up doing anything, it wasn't because of video games. It's because of that person or anything like that. But I'll also guarantee that I'm not gonna. No. But yeah. I never understood why. I was always a villain fan. That's all I liked. That's all I ever appreciated because they had more to them. They had better personality. They had something that I can connect with because nobody liked those characters really. They always were looked down on or always was looking crazy. But sometimes those villains could be so right, but because they have the villain as their title, they're deemed as so wrong. You may not understand what I mean think that I'm crazy right now because I haven't slept in 24 hours, but I am being as honest as I can be, and I stayed up this late in order for my honesty to come out as best as I possibly can. This is just going to be a short commentary for you for right now. Oh, another jump cut. Um, yeah, this is just gonna be short, but yeah, just basically that's just how it is. Always been the bad guy. I my own character is a bad guy. In fact, I want to be known as a villain in my own creations that I am making, and I will not share those with you for right now. They're top secret. But but yeah, dude. I that's just you'll learn more you'll learn more about it later. But I I'm saying this so that just to know as much sanity as I already have it stayed with me. But just about the villain thing. Um Also, just to let you know, I never played Hatred. Just if you think I never, nah, I don't even think that was interesting because the character in there, your character might have been the villain, but he had no real motive that I saw, so it never really caught my eye. Other than that, I did enjoy the executions just a little bit, but other than that, I characters like Kreia, I'll also explain. She I was introduced to her when I played Knights of the Republic 2 The Sith Lords. She is the reason she is in many ways the reason for how I think or how I speak to others because she has a very a very interesting and very impressionable way of how she is and how she talks and all that kind of stuff. She is a very wise person who knows what she's talking about, or at least she thinks she knows what she's talking about. She taught me about this very interesting method called the echo, or I call it the echo effect, which no matter what context it is, video game or not, that is a real thing. And what I mean by that is everything that you do will affect others in so many ways, It's like a ripple effect. Whenever you throw a pebble into the ocean, it creates a ripple. That ripple could go so far out and become a wave. That wave could become a tsunami. But that's just how hard the echo really is. An echo bounces on the walls and reaches to other ears and reaches to other areas, just like the ripple in the water. That's why they're called echoes. If you know what I mean, then I appreciate your intelligence on the matter. Otherwise, I will not blame you for not playing that game. It's not bad. It's just it requires patience to play since it's a Star Wars RPG that is very interesting. I got both 1 and 2, but yeah. Just on that note, she and many other things have caught my eye on villains. That's usually what I only draw. That's also an add-on to why because people get on to me sometimes because I draw quote unquote scary things. And the funny thing is that to me they're not scary. To me, they're cool. They're awesome. In some cases, they can be very cute. And the funny thing is that I don't find puppies and kittens cute. I don't find a lot of things cute, but I will find a monster, a sharp teeth snake with evil eyes cute. I don't. I can't explain it to you. Just, I would rather take a cobra over a a puppy any day, unless the dog is badass and like a pit bull or something. Besides the point. Um, yeah, it's I I have a very evil intent or nature, not intent. The funny thing is I will also say is that if you want to know one extra thing about me, I am two-faced. And if you don't know what exactly that means, well, especially in my definition, I'll tell you. That means I act like two people. I mean, don't distrust me over it, but I have two sides of me. I have Jamek and I have Lord Jamek. Jamek is my regular self, my natural kind self that talks real and all that kind of stuff. But Lord Jamek, he's the guy who draws all the scary stuff. He's the guy who wears the black hood, covers his left eye. He's the guy. He's just the evil version of Jamek. I pretend I act like each other all the time, and I switch between both of these characters' personalities. The funny thing is that I don't necessarily enjoy acting like Lord Jamek around public people, especially when they don't like creepy or scary characters or villainous characters, because some people don't necessarily understand, but it it's just how it can end up sometimes. The funny thing is, if you were to ask anybody that I know who I am, they will all give you a different answer, which is interesting because I'm never the same person to everyone I meet. But I I will blatantly tell you what's real and what's not. Um, I will. I'm not. I'm a very straightforward person. Now, believe me, all because of this, to some people, they might describe me as mean. But I'm not trying to be mean at all to some people. Usually, I say it because I don't have a really bars that have my voice like barred up or chained to anything. I don't really hold back on what I say all the time because I'm a I like to speak my mind, and sometimes I like to be very honest with people all the time. And I don't do it to hurt their feelings or try to make them feel bad for my own enjoyment. I do it because it helps. It helps keep up their realization about themselves, and it also is also if something is wrong or bad about them that needs to be addressed, I will be the first one to say it. And for some people that is very discouraging because not a lot of people are used to honest people anymore. Through a world like this, not a lot of honesty can never be taken, which is a sad truth, but a truth nonetheless. It's funny. It really is. I I don't know. I just I finally discovered, change of subject for a minute, but I discovered a mic setting to my computer allowing me to speak. So that's how you're hearing me. And I'm already a pretty decent editor, as you probably have seen if you've seen my past work. You can check my other playlists that has Dark Jamek on it. Um, but yeah, if you just want to see what's or the lyric videos, because I make lyric videos too, and I might actually make another one soon, maybe or maybe not. But I'm gonna end it off right here. I'll talk to you guys later, on something else that is less, crazy. But shout out to Quick Thinking, and I'll see you guys later.